Hi everyone, John here from All Miniatures Great and Small, and today we're going to be taking a look at Star Wars X-Wing Miniatures game TIE Striker Expansion Pack. This is the new Imperial ship from the new movie Star Wars Rogue One. Rogue One released this week, and the expansions hit the store at the same time as kind of a tie-in. They have this ship and the new U-Wing, which I've also have an unboxing and review of. But today we're going to be looking at the TIE Striker Expansion Pack. So this sells for about $15 US retail. You can probably find it cheaper online. It is a cool looking ship. So I haven't seen the movie yet, so I haven't spoiled as far as what this ship does, but it looks very cool. I hear it's an atmospheric ship. It's meant to fly in the atmosphere. So we'll go ahead and bust it open, take a look at it, check out the cards and all that good stuff. Now, for these packages, these Fantasy Flight Games packages, I always have a hard time with them. So I recommend a pair of kitchen shears. It's a great way to open them up. And basically you just go around the edges. And you can do this in one continuous cut if you want. But there you go. Whoops. And we have it. Okay. So we've got the ship itself. We'll take a look at that at the end of the unboxing. We'll put that to the side right now. And get rid of this. So we're going to look at this package. Alright, so in the package, pretty standard stuff. We have the cardboard for all the pilots, the maneuver dial, tokens you need, focus, evade, focus. Then we have the pilot cards and upgrade cards. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the pilot cards first. Okay, so the first pilot we're looking at is an Imperial trainee, TIE Striker Pilot Skill 1. And here we see the stats for the TIE Striker. It's got 3 firepower, so it's more powerful than a regular TIE Fighter, on par with an X-Wing. 2 agility, 4 hull. So that's pretty close to X-Wing stats there. As far as the action bar, it's got focus, barrel roll, and evade for 17 points. So that's our first card. Then at Pilot Skill 3, we have a Scarif Defender, which is not to be confused with a TIE Defender, apparently. With the same exact stats, Pilot Skill 3 bumps up the point cost to 18 points. Then we have Black Squadron Scout. So again, unnamed pilot, Pilot Skill 4. We're slowly moving up the Pilot Skill tree for 20 points. So you're paying 2 extra points for that buff of an extra pilot skill, and we get our first elite pilot talent. So that's a Pilot Skill 4 with an elite pilot talent. Interesting. Then we have our first named pilot, Countdown. Pilot Skill 5, 20 points. When defending, if you are not stressed during the compare results step, you may suffer 1 damage to cancel all results. If you do, receive 1 stress token. So as long as you're not stressed, you can suffer 1 damage to cancel out all results. So if someone hits you with 4 hits and you'd explode otherwise, you take 1 hit and get a stress token and cancel all of the enemy's dice. Not bad, kind of cool. Pure Sabak, another named pilot. Pilot Skill 6, 22 points. His special ability is, when attacking, if you have 1 or fewer damage cards, roll 1 additional attack die. So he's throwing 4 attack dice if he is if he has 1 or fewer damage cards. So if he's undamaged or has 1 damage, he gets an additional damage card. Pretty cool, and he gets an elite pilot talent as well. Then we have 8, the highest pilot skill level, Duchess. When you have the adaptive ailerons upgrade card equipped, you may choose to ignore its card ability. So I'm not sure what the adaptive ailerons are yet, so we'll take a look at that later. But the Duchess, she picks up an elite pilot talent as well. Pilot skill 8 for 23 points. Alright, so there you go. In this expansion pack, you get 6 different TIE Fighter pilots from 1 to 8. Alright, so on to the upgrade cards next. Okay, so now we're looking at the cards. First one up is Swarm Leader. I think this is a new one. Swarm Leader for 3 points, elite pilot talent. When performing a primary weapon attack, choose up to 2 other friendly ships that have the defender inside their firing arcs at range 1 to 3. Remove 1 evade token from each chosen ship to roll 1 additional attack die for each token removed. So, the Swarm Leader is kind of evil. He pulls the evade off friendly ships to add additional attack dice to his attack. So, TIE Swarms might benefit from this. Way to buff up the number of dice that the Swarm Leader is going to be throwing at the expense of evade tokens for everyone else. So, that's an interesting card for 3 points. Then we have Lightweight Frame. This is a TIE-only modification. When defending, after rolling defense dice, if there are more attack dice than defense dice, roll 1 additional defense die. You cannot equip this card if your agility value is 3 or higher. So for 2 points, TIE-only modification, this really only applies to agility 2 TIE fighters. So TIE Phantom, TIE Bomber, TIE Punisher, ships like that. So TIE Fighters, TIE Interceptors, TIE Defenders are too high to take advantage of it. And then we have adaptive ailerons, TIE Striker only title card. Immediately before you reveal your dial, if you are not stressed, you must execute a white bank or forward, or left bank or right bank or forward, for 0 points. So this is the card that the Duchess can choose to ignore if she wants to. So she can turn this on. Otherwise, your TIE Striker's always going to be making some kind of move before you reveal your dial. So the question of the dial, let's take a look at the dial. We have the card over here. And we have, let's get it in frame. So TIE Striker's slow. I mean, it's maxed out at 3. But with adaptive ailerons, which you can get for 0 points, it essentially makes it speed 4, probably a little bit better than speed 4. Then it looks like it's got a decent dial, especially at speed 2. It does have a Segnor loop, or Segnor's loop, I think it is. So that's what those red ones are, or a regular Corgan turn or K turn. So that is interesting. So it's not super maneuverable, but it's beefy. It's got heavier guns, and it's not that fast. All right, so let's take a look at the model next. All right, so now we are looking at the model itself. So here's the TIE Striker in all its glory. Very nice model, kind of interesting looking ship. One of the cool things about this is, like the U-wing for the Rebels, these wings are posable. I guess that's about as high as they go. Unlike the U-wing, where the wings moving actually has a gameplay ability, this is just to look cool, I imagine. So do you like your TIE Striker hanging, or do you like it like that? Very cool. You can imagine this is where the idea for the TIE Interceptor came from, these solar panels anyway. But very cool looking, unique ship. Something we haven't seen in Star Wars yet. A new TIE Fighter design, and that's always a good thing. So there you go. That is the TIE Striker for Star Wars Rogue One. Do I think you should get it? Empire players, yeah, definitely. It's an agility 2 fighter, so those aren't always the best, especially when you have TIE interceptors and defenders in your toolbox. But with the adaptive ailerons, it looks like you've got some cool tricks you can do. You can turn one way and then your maneuver dial takes you another way. So it remains to be seen how effective these will be on the tournament scene, but they're very cool. And of course we have an official canon TIE fighter, a new one joining the stable, which is always a cool thing. It's not an expanded universe or anything. This is actually seen on film, which is always very cool. So yeah, I think you should get 1 or 3, a couple of them. I've got one here. I probably will pick up 1 or 2 more. They're not that expensive, $15 a pop for everything, not bad. So there you go. I give the TIE Striker a thumbs up. If you like this video, please go ahead and subscribe, give us a like, and leave your comments down below. What do you guys think of the TIE Striker? Is it win? Is it so-so? Are you guys going to pick it up? What do you guys think? So thanks for watching, and keep on wargaming.